everybody, it's Chris from SideshowGamble. Welcome back to the table again today. So, we're going to do phase 3 today. That's what we're going to do. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but we're going to give it our best shot. So, we know that what I've been trying to get after is a phased approach to take maximum opportunity and give it to myself to put more money in the rail. That is my ultimate goal on this, but I want it to be a phased system that I can stop at any phase and just go, hey, I'm happy at this level, so forth and so on. So we did phase 1, which is the $40 table strategy, is what I'm going to play on you. But I started thinking about it, and it's like, all right, well, what if that shooter I'm playing on, I'm very limited, but he goes on a long, or she goes on a long roll. So what we have is phase 2, and phase 2 got us to the level where everything paid $100, which is what we've got out there. We're at the completion of phase 2, which is a $50 4 and 10, a $75 5 and 9, and a $90 6 and 8. All right. Now we're going to show phase 3. Now again, this is, you're hoping for a really good run, but again, I want something in my bag that I can pull out and go to right away without any much thought. I don't want to be sitting at the table trying to think of something. I just want to be able to go right into it, be like, all right, let's go, and just get on that run. So let's come down here. I'm kind of explain it a little bit. All right, not much to explain. Phase 1 was $40. All right, we took $40 out of our rail. We have $1,500 here. But we had $40 that got us to $96 across. And then we invested an additional $1 on our 4 and 10, which got it, the 4 and 10 eventually, because it was at 15, paid 27, we got them to 25, paid $1 for the VIG, and then we got them up to $50 each. But at the same time, the 5 and 9, we had to invest $19, paid 21, invested 19, and then we had to throw in an additional, what was it? An additional $31 on top of that, so 19, 31. That was an additional $50 we had to invest to get them up to the $75 level. Then you had the 6 and 8, which again we had to do $3 to get them up to $30 each, and then we had to do $37 to get them up to $66. So that was an additional $40. So we're in this hand right now. We're in this hand for. There's 100, there's 125, 130, $131 is what we're in the hand for. Now, if you remember at the end, or when we did phase 2, the purpose now, and again, you can do this at the end of phase 1. Phase 1, you can do 2 collects, you're out of the hand, but then you're going to throw more money in. Whereas what we're going to do right now is we would do our 2 collects, which we're just going to say we hit inside numbers, and it would pay 105 each, which gives us 210. So when these two balance out, we're actually in a profit of $84. That's what we're actually in a profit of when I subtract the 210 from the 131 that I was at. So now that we have that profit, because we're going to assume we did our 2 collects, we played the system all the way to the completion of phase 2, I'm going to put this back in my rail, which I don't think I did properly. What I should do is, let's take that 84 out because I was dumb. Let's take the $84 out that I just put in there, because that was stupid, because that doesn't actually constitute everything. Let's do this right. Let's just put the 210 back in my rail. So at this point, we are done with phase 2. Now I want to see if we can complete phase 3. Now, phase 3 is completely individual of everything. 4 is going to focus on 4, 5 on 5, 6 on 6, 8 on 8, 9 on 9, 10 on 10. All right? And these are going to be individual presses to get us to table max. And we're going to assume our table max is 500. All right? But we're going to assume on the 6 and 8 we can do a proper bet. So those would be 600 on the 6 and 8. Okay? And at that point, the inside would pay us on $700 on every hit. And the 4 and 10 would pay us $1,000 minus the VIG. So we're going to give this a shot today. And hopefully I don't mess this up too bad. Where's some dices? We got some dice. We're going to see if we can't make this work and see if phase 3 gets us to where we want to be. Because honestly, who doesn't want to be at table max? That's what we're going for today. Let's see what we can do. Let's get a point. All right, it's going to be a 5-2-7 on the come out. We'll mark it. It is a big red. It's all good. We're not worried about pass line or don't pass. We're just playing on a different shooter. That's the whole purpose of this system. And we got us a 5-6 yo. All right, we got some frontline winners. We got a natural on the hands. We're going to see what happens. We want to see if we can get something to table max. And we got another 5-6 yo. Okay, well, this guy is a natural, and he's getting some pass line wins right now. But we're not worried about pass lines. We want to get max money. All right, hard 10 out on the end. Okay, so 10 is going to be our point. Again, this is phase 3. This is get the money. Get to the max. All right, we're out on the 10. That's going to be our number. We got here, so we got all our collections and everything. Let's see what we can do. And we got a 639. All right. Now, we're not focused on the sisters anymore. We're focused on the individuals. That is going to pay us $105. So, we're going to get 105, and we're going to take it to 175. We're going to rack up 5. All right, we already out of the hand. We did our 2 collects at the completion of phase 2, so I'm not too worried about it. Here we go. And we got an ace deuce, the 3. Stop dead, center of the table. There we go. The goal now is table max. And yeah, we'll collect along the way. And we got a hard 10 out on the end. Mark it. That is our point, which is good. I'm glad that this shooter is hitting points. Okay. So, let's take our puck. We're going to go off. We're going to drop $2 from our rail, and we're going to get paid $100. And come back to me. That's going to go to 150 on the 10. Because we're not worried about sisters anymore. We are just focused on individual numbers. Let's get a point. And we got a 5-1-6. The mixer. Hit that like and subscribe. I don't know if you want to. It's free. It costs you nothing. And I appreciate it. Helps the channel. All right, we're out on the 6. Here we go. And we got a 3-1-4. Mark it. Again, that's going to cost us a $2 VIG. It's roughly $1 per quarter, or when you get to the $100 level, it'd be a 5. So we'll drop our $2. We'll get 100, and we're going to press it. Remember, we're out of the hand. I am not worried about it. I want to get these up as quickly as possible. Here we go. And we got a 6-4-10 out on the end. Outstanding. We love those 4s and 10s. Now, that 150 is going to cost us about $7 in VIG. So there's our $7. It's going to pay us $300. So there's our $300, and we're going to take this up to $450. $450 is where we're sitting. We could probably pull back the $50 if we wanted to, but I'm not worried about it. I want to get it up there, get that money, and max it out. Here we go. And we got a 639. All right, so that 175, I believe, if I remember my math correctly, which I struggle with, 105 plus 140 is going to pay us 245. So 245, there's 40, there's 45. So 245. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this, there's 300, there's 400 on the 9. We'll rack up $20. All right? That's all we're doing. We want to see if we can't get it all the way through. And we got a hard 4, 2-2. Came back on the table. All right. Hard 4, right there. Now again, we're going to have to drop $7 for our VIG. There's 7. And we're going to get paid $300. And we're going to take it up to $450. All right. 4 and 10 look really good right now. Here we go. 410 would be awesome. And we got a 5-3 easy 8. All right. No problems. 5-3 easy 8. That's going to pay us 105. And if I remember correctly, I got to go check my numbers real quick just to make sure I'm doing the right set here. Yep, we're going to take that up to 180. So, that's not a 100. That dumb. 105. 175, 180, we'll bring back 15 bucks. Rack that. We're at 180 on the 8. Now, we're getting there. We've got some really good bets out there. We're trying to take full advantage of a good run. And we got an ace deuce, the 3. There we go. Acey deucey. Again, it's a structured approach. We're trying to stay focused on being disciplined here. And we got to say 6, 3, 9. Outstanding. Now, right there, that 9 has got 400 on it. All right, so that's paying 140 each per 100. So there's 280 plus 280, and that's what, 560? Well, there's 560, and guess what? We're at table max on the 9, and we're going to bring all this back to the rail. Cash that up for a black chip. And we'll take this, and we'll put it in the rail. There we go. So the 9 is where it needs to be. That's where we were going. That was the focus. And we got an ace deuce, the 3. Again, having a plan when you go to the table, I recommend. Understand what you want to do. And we got a 2, 4, 6, the 2x4, which is our point. Right there. Puck's going to come off. We're going to get paid 105. 105 right there. And again, we're going to take this up to 180. Right there. And we're going to rack the 15. That's the whole purpose of this entire system. Let's get a point. Aces. But we're not on the pass line. We don't have to worry about it. This is what I would do on you if you were going on a heater. Here we go. Just splash that. 4-3. Big red. But guess what? It doesn't hurt me because it's a come out roll. And they are going to show up. That rolled because I smacked it. Alright. Those are going to show up on a long roll. They're just going to show up on the come outs. Trust me, we want to see them on the come out. I don't want to see them when the puck is on. Here we go. And we got a 5 deuce. It's all right. It's okay. And again, at this point, if I feel that I have been doing really good, I mean, we do have a purple chip out there. We could collect that up pretty quick. And we got a 6-2 easy 8. Again, I want to take full advantage of making money. All right, there we go. We're definitely out of the hand. That 9 did us really good, which was nice. And we got a 2x4. Hit the 6 again. All right. So we've got 180 on that 6, 150, right? 150 to pay us 175 plus this, so it's going to be 210. $210. Now, from this point, we're going to take it up to 300. I believe 300 was the number I was thinking in my head. Want to double check again. I apologize. I didn't have that memorized. But, yep, 300. So we're going to rack up 90 bucks. So let's put that there. All right. Doing great. Doing good. Here we go, shooter. Come on. And we got a 5-3 easy 8. Right there. There's our 3. And there's our 5. I know that kind of washes out a little bit under the light there. But that is our point. Again, we're going to get another 210 bucks. Right there. We're going to take it up to 300. And it's ready to go. we're going to rack up another $90 in our reel. And let's get another point real quick. We've got a great shooter on our hands. Let's let it run for us. And we got a 5-1 mixer out on the 6. I like it, I like it, I like it. Out on the 6, there we go. All right, shooter. Let's do some awesome stuff. And we got a 4-1-5. Haven't really hit that one yet, but we'll take it. We'll take it. 4-1-5. It's going to pay us 105 because there's 75 on it. So we got 105 coming. And we're going to take it to 175 on the 5, rack up 5. We got some really good bets out there. Some monster bets. And we got a 2x4. Hit the 6. Awesome. Here we go. 2x4 right there. Puck's going to come off. That 300 is going to pay us $350. And what we're going to do, there's 500. We're going to take it to a $600 bet, make it a proper, rack up 50. Here we go. Come on, shooter, let's get another point. And we got a 6-1. I told you, they come. And we're accepting of that. We love when they come out when that puck says off. This is phase 3. And we got a 5-4-9. All right, awesome. We're on the 9. Put our puck out there. There we go. All right, shooter. Let's see some magic. And we get, oh, look at that. 5-4-9. Haha. Nice buckshot. Best time for that to come. 5-4-9. And what is that going to do? Puck's going to come off. That one was maxed out, so that's going to pay us $700. And we're going to rack it right up there in the rail. And we got to get another point. Or you could say you're done for the night and walk away, but heck, they're going on a great run. Might as well let it continue. 3-1-4. Mark it up. Dice come back to the shooter. Right on the 4. All right, shooter. Make some more magic happen for me. I love you. And we got a hard 8. Square pair. Mark it. All right. So there's 300 on that 8, which is going to pay us $350. And again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to rack the 50. And we are going to take the 8 up to 600. There you go. We got 3 box numbers right now with this strategy at table max. And of course, we had to get the big red, but it's all good. It's all good. I am not complaining because we got some good hits out there. We collected some good money. That was just one shooter. Oh, I wish every shooter did that. But let's see. How much did we get the table up to real quick? Let's just take a quick peek at that. So we had, there was a bankroll that we brought, $1,500. There's $2,000. There's $2,500. There was 26, 27, 27.75 is what was on the table. Now, that was lost. It happens. But again, we were purposely trying to get to that level. We wanted to get to that level. But where are we sitting at? Because we started with 1,500. Let's see what we got. 500. There's 1,000. There's our bankroll. $1,500 right there. All of this is profit. So what are we sitting at? Well, that right there is 5, 6, 7. There's 500. So this right here makes 1,000. It's 1,200. 13. 14. Whoop. There's $1,500. We've doubled the bankroll, and we've got an additional there is $61. So we have got $1,560, $61 in profit. I'd probably throw that $61 to the dealers, probably throw them a black chip, because again, that's a lot to do for the dealers. But that is what I want to be focused on. That's probably how I'm going to start practicing, starting with $40. I'll invest another $91. That's $131 invested on a single shooter. If they show me that they're going on a good run, I collect at the end of phase 2. I'm $84 in profit, and then we go to the moon. You just keep pushing until you're at a level you want. You could stop at phase 2 and just have it black chip level, or if they're doing a decent run, might as well take advantage of it. And we just doubled our bankroll in 20 minutes. That's an awesome job. So hopefully you guys like it. If you got any tweaks or anything you would recommend differently, let me know in the comments below. I'm all ears to any ways to get to table max faster. But again, that's my 3 phases. Phase 1, $40 table strategy, get $96 across. Phase 2 gets me to everything paying $100. And phase 3, I'm at table max and I'm taking money. I was hoping to hit a 410. Those were pressed up pretty good because that would have been close to $1,000 just at the 450 we were on them. That would pay $900 after the VIG, and then we pressed it to $500. We would have collected a lot of money because we're only pressing an additional $50. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I like doing it. And as always, guys, until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.